Hey, hey, Kia Williams here, coming at you with a yoga tutorial. So in this quick tutorial, we're going to talk about all the ins and outs of wheel pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana. So most of us know this pose in the Ashtanga practice or just doing it in class. We're going to talk about the benefits today, how to prepare the body for it, and most importantly, how to get in and out of it safely, and a couple of cool ways to get in and out of the posture. All right, so first things first, what are the benefits of Urdhva Dhanurasana? Well, Urdhva Dhanurasana is a back bend. So anytime that we're doing a back bend, some people call these heart openers, what we're doing is we're expanding the chest, we're opening up the chest here, we're stretching out all of the front of the body, especially in Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're stretching out all the way from the neck down to really the knees that we're stretching out. We're also, because we're opening up the chest, we're creating a more spacious environment for our lungs to expand. And anytime that we can increase our lung capacity by opening up our chest, it means that one, we're getting more oxygen in that will nourish our bodies, and two, we're also stimulating the body because our inhales are physiologically stimulating to our nervous system. So when we open up the chest, open up the front of the body, we get more of an inhale stimulating the body, giving us a little bit more energy. So knowing that Urdhva Dhanurasana is going to give you more energy is a good thing. So if you need more energy in the middle of the day, go for it. If you're trying to go to sleep in the next hour, don't go for it. All right, so those are the benefits. Let's talk about preparing the body. Anytime you're going to get into a more advanced asana, and this is more of an intermediate back bend, you want to prepare the body. So actually sitting like this is one way to prepare the body, sitting in Vajrasana. So this, I'm actually preparing my knees. I'm opening up my quadriceps just a little bit. Another thing that you can do is go into some low lunges, right? So it's taking one foot forward and sitting the hips down and forward this way. Lifting the chest will get more into the back leg's hip flexor, rolling the shoulders back even deeper and even more deep, lifting the arms up and really taking the back bend. It's a really good way to prepare the body. Another way to prepare the body is going through a nice, easy sun salutation, because anytime we come into upward facing dog, we're doing what? We're taking a back bend, right? Much milder of a back bend. So this is one way to prepare the body for Urdhva Dhanurasana. All right, so let's talk about the basic way to get into it. We're going to start laying on a mat. Now, you notice that I'm near my wall. I'm going to use my wall as a prop in several different ways today. So we're going to lay down on our back. You're going to get your head as close to the wall as you can. And you're going to draw your heels as close to your glutes as you can, with your knees about hip distance apart and with your toes facing the short edge of the mat. What we don't want to do is splay the toes out ballerina style, because when we do that, we destabilize the hips and make us more prone to throw our low back out or injure our low back. So with the toes facing forward. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is get into a bridge. Right, so we're going to press the back of the head into the floor, engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, tuck the pelvis forward and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm going to bring my hands underneath of my hips and clasp my hands, and I'm going to roll my shoulders closer and closer together. So this is yet another pose to prepare the body for Urdhva Dhanurasana, because I'm expanding my chest here and stretching out my quadriceps. Right, so you can hold this for a couple of breaths, and then when you're ready, you're going to come back down. We're going to take a nice counter pose in Supta Baddha Konasana by bringing the feet together and letting the knees flop open. All right, so moving into the full expression of the pose, we're going to bring our feet close to our hips, heels to the hips, toes face forward. This time, I'm going to bring my hands right next to my ears and try not to step on your hair. Right, so elbows are going to reach up towards the ceiling, and your fingertips are going to face your own shoulders. From here, I'm going to lift the hips just like I did before. I'm going to press into my palms and bring the crown of my head to the floor. So this might be a middle way for you, right? If you're not quite strong enough in the shoulders to come into full posture, this is where you stay. You want a little bit more, then you're going to press through the hands and lift, right? So now, we don't want to lock the elbows so much. We want to straighten the arms though. And again, toes don't splay out to the side. Toes face the short edge of the mat. Now we're going to start to press the chest towards the wall, okay? So as we do that, we're really opening up the chest there. And then when you're ready, come back away from the wall. Come back down to the crown of your head. Tuck the chin under, lift the heels, and roll back down.
right? Try not to go straight into pulling the knees into the chest. I know that's tempting, but we want to take a little precursor and come into Supta Baddha Konasana, right? We don't want to shock the low back into stretching the opposite way. All right, so now we're going to take a little different way of getting into the posture, and we're going to walk back down.
All right, so for this one, I needed to zoom out so that you can see me. We're going to go from standing and back down to Urdhva Dhanurasana, and then from Urdhva Dhanurasana back up to standing with the assist of the wall. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn and face my wall, and I'm going to put my hands on my wall so I can measure off how far away I need to be. And this is about it. I want to be able to be at arm's distance away from the wall with my hands flat. Right? Then I'm going to turn around. And we'll let my feet be about hip distance apart. All the same alignment cues here. Toes face forward, no splaying the toes out. Engage the deep low abs here. And I'm going to start with my hands at prayer. I'm going to roll the shoulders back and lift the sternum. So notice I haven't really gone back yet. I'm going to turn my gaze up. Once I get back to the point where I can see the wall, I'm going to put my hands on it. All right? From here, I'm going to bend my knees and walk my hands down the wall. So now I'm where I started, with my heels off the wall. Hard to talk here. All right, and so we're going to come back up the same way. We're going to shift forward, walk the hands up the wall. Use the wall to press up, and maybe you hop forward a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. All right, we're going to take a little forward fold. Okay? Bend the knees, hang yourself in a ragdoll. It's a nice counter pose to going into such a deep back bend. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, release your hands, and you come on down to your knees, okay? So some really cool ways to get in and out of the posture, and knowing that now you can use that posture to help wake you up when you need it. If you have any other questions about this pose or any other pose, please feel free to ask a question in the comments below. And if you want me to demonstrate and do another tutorial in a different pose, put those comments in the comment section below as well. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you around cyberspace. Take care.